avocado toast. Just got dressed and work out. Just got dressed. Okay, we're back. Okay, good morning you guys. I just made myself some breakfast. I have been kind of sick of those waffles because I've eaten them 3 days in a row. So I just made some loaded avocado toast with some heirloom tomato, some hard-boiled egg, cilantro, and then also some avocado, of course, and a bunch of Cholula. So I'm gonna eat this and then sit on the couch, do some work, and then I'll see you guys in a second. Just got dressed in my Pilates outfit. Even though I feel better, I don't feel 100%, so I'm still sticking to my no lifting and no cardio this week. So I'm gonna do Pilates. I feel like that's what's been keeping me sane, is doing the Pilates and yoga at home. And I genuinely really enjoy it. And I also love switching up my workout, so it's been kind of a nice adjustment. So I'm gonna watch a form video. I think I'm gonna try and target arms today, even though traditionally Pilates is full body no matter what workout you do. So let's go, I'm excited. And then, like I said yesterday at the end of my video, I'm gonna work at a coffee shop today. Today's an admin day. I do all my computer work on Wednesdays.
Taking it off to the side, you can both arms at the same time, whatever feels good for you. Bring that arm up, hold that leg up, and two. In one, fold it up and just sit out. So good for our ankle support. You got.
I'm currently sitting to do my makeup. I couldn't face that way, which probably would have been better lighting for the camera, but the sun is right there and it's right in my eyes. I'm getting ready a little bit later today because I just spent the entire morning doing work on my computer. I mentioned this, but I do all of my admin work on Wednesdays. I find it works really, really better for me if I actually have a plan with my work schedule. I don't just do whatever I want every single day. Being my own boss, I've just learned that over the years. So like I said, Mondays are the days that I film any type of TikTok, Instagram, like video content or Instagram story content, just mostly because it lines up with my hair wash day. And then obviously with YouTube it's a little bit different because I film pretty much every single day for vlogs, depending on like how many sponsorships I have this week. And it's a little bit more relaxed. Like I can film it on a Tuesday where if I don't have makeup on, or a Thursday. But Instagram content I try to do at the beginning of the week. And then Wednesdays are always my admin days, so that's any type of outreach work, editing, sending content plans, going over like edits that brands have sent back to me. Just honestly anything that I can do on the computer. And then like any meetings, I try to plan them on Wednesdays. That just works the best for me. So that's why I want to go to a coffee shop today, because if I can go to a coffee shop any day, it definitely is Wednesday. I don't really need to get ready right now, but you guys know I like to get ready. And this has been the routine lately. I have my slow mornings. Usually I'll work out when I'm doing Pilates right now. I'll usually go and work out, come home, always have a post-workout. And this kind of gives you an idea of my eating. Obviously it's not gonna be exact. I'm not showing every single thing that I eat. This isn't what I eat in a day, but it is a good way to show you guys kind of like our everyday recipes. And since it is Wednesday, we're probably gonna have to go to the grocery store again tomorrow. We should be able to make it through one night because I haven't made the ramen yet. And we have leftovers and stuff for lunch. As I'm doing my translucent powder, I actually have been wanting to share this product with you guys because I went to Sephora to get my Laura Mercier powder, which is my favorite powder to use. I've been using it for years. And 2 people in the store are talking to me about how this powder is their favorite, and it literally blurs everything on your face. It's crazy, like the way that it melts into your face and your makeup, but it's a pressed powder, so it also helps with like any type of creasing. It will never not be a part of my routine going forward. It's so good. And I also feel like you don't have to use a lot of it because it's so like strong. I just use the foundation that goes with it. They're both by Makeup by Mario. They're so good. And you guys know the rest of my makeup routine. I love Hourglass right now. I love Charlotte Tilbury. I just want to do a little natural look. I'm gonna put together a cute outfit, so let's go get dressed and go have an afternoon at a coffee shop. Okay, I just got dressed for my day. I'm wearing some jean shorts. These are just like baggy, long jean shorts to make this a little bit more casual. And then I just put on my oversized blazer. That is from Zara. It's pretty old, so I don't think I can link it, but I'll try and find it. And then I also have this belt that I actually got on Amazon. It's such a nice belt. I have a tube top underneath, also to make it more casual. And then I just have on my Amazon bag. And then I also put on some ballet flats. So that's the outfit, just to go work at the coffee shop. And I have an entire list that I wrote on my phone that I want to get through. So let's go. I'm so excited. I'll just show you guys the coffee shop because it is so perfect. And it just like gives holiday vibes, which is always the best. Okay, we're back home. Let's make some lunch. I'm drinking my water. I feel like I'm not really good at showing you guys how much water I drink in a day. Not that it matters, but I feel like it looks like I don't drink any water because I don't really hold a hydro flask or anything, but I do drink a lot of water. But for lunch, you guys saw yesterday, I made ground beef at lunchtime because we didn't have any steak left over from Monday, the steak bowls that we made. So I'm gonna heat that up right now. You guys know I'm obsessed with ground beef. I have some leftover white rice. I'm gonna put some avocado on top. I do snack and stuff throughout the day. I never want you guys to think in the vlogs that I'm showing like what I eat a day. I do like to show you guys my recipes throughout the day, but that's more just to show you guys my day. Not to say, oh, you should eat this much or don't eat this much. But I also am not showing you guys snacks or anything, and I'm intentional about not showing everything if I'm not gonna like explain, I guess, like the dangers of copying somebody online to eat, so just keep that in mind. On top, we're gonna add some avocado, some cheese, even though I don't love the mozzarella in it. I prefer like an actual cheddar, but that's all we have right now. And then I'm gonna do some plain whole milk, Greek yogurt, because we don't have any sour cream. And then I'm also gonna have some blueberries. I think I already washed these, but just to be sure. I always try to have at least a fruit or a vegetable with every single meal. Even though I'm having some avocado, I feel like that's taking the purpose of the fat. So I wanted to add more to the meal. Blueberries can also be really good for dogs. Check with your vet though, just in case. But I always can cook with some blueberries. Okay, we're back. I thought for a portion of this video I could answer some wedding planning questions because when I did my box on Instagram on Monday, I got a lot of people asking just certain questions. So I actually went on ChatGPT and I asked to list questions so I don't miss anything. And I thought this would be a way to like keep the questions actually interesting. ChatGPT is really good for asking things like this. Like I literally said, ask me wedding planning questions to answer in a YouTube video having to do with wellness and overall planning experience. And it gave me 10 questions, so I thought we could answer some. If any of you guys are planning a wedding, just know I'm also in the same boat and it's actually stressful. I remember saying to my friend JC that I didn't think that it was going to be stressful, and I was like, I don't know what everybody's talking about. Why is wedding planning so stressful? It's like pretty easy to me. I take that back. I 100% take that back. And honestly, we've gotten really behind with wedding planning, so yeah, that's all I can really say. It's hard to like share specific details because you also don't want to talk too soon. But let's get started with the questions because they're not all bad things. I'm having a lot of fun wedding planning, and so is Hunter, and I'm really excited for it, but it's also been very, very stressful and like a huge contributor to my lack of sleep lately. Okay, starting off, it says, how did you prioritize your mental and emotional well-being during the wedding planning process? Honestly, I feel like for this, the biggest thing that comes to mind is not over-consuming wedding content. I'm the first person that loves to scroll on Pinterest and Instagram and find all of the good ideas and beautiful spreads, but I also feel like within reason, I have to make sure I'm not just like filling my brain with all of these amazing florals and these venues that are literally costing people a fortune, especially if my budget isn't that. And I feel like at the end of the day, what's really, really helped me kind of stay grounded with this process is remembering why you're even having a wedding and why it's the best day of your life. It's because you're going to be surrounded by all of your favorite people in one place. When can you even do that? When can you introduce all of your best friends and genuinely spend time with all of them? 2, it's a place where everybody is very in the moment and very present. Most people have no phone ceremonies, so that's 30 minutes to an hour of all of your best friends and people in a present moment all together celebrating you. is honestly the most amazing thing ever, and I think it's worth every single cent. And all the aesthetics and the design part of it can be fun, but it's not the reason why we're wedding planning. And I just have to remind myself that. And then when the wedding does happen, just not comparing yourself in any way, because your wedding is beautiful because of you and your love with your person. And it doesn't have to do with all the other crazy stuff. Like, you'll see when you start wedding planning, all the money and what goes into it, it's an industry where people are making money. So you just have to remember that not everything has to be perfect the way that you see it online, because a lot of these online photos are also photo shoots, not real weddings. Also take inspo from the weddings in your life, you know, the ones that you're actually going to and actually being a part of, because I think that those are more realistic and you're going to find more realistic ideas at those weddings. Also, I've had the most fun at all the weddings that I've gone to in the past year. Like, so many of our best friends have gotten married this year, and they were all so fun, and I honestly barely remember the decor part of any of the weddings. I just remember all the memories, so that's a good thing to keep in mind for myself too. What wellness practices have helped you stay grounded, reduce stress while planning? Honestly, getting my Oura ring has infinitely helped me, because I'm the type of person where if I don't see actual facts about something, I don't genuinely, like, not that I don't believe it, but I just like don't pay attention to it, because to me it's just like noise. But the Oura ring has showed me that, for example, my sleep, I wasn't getting enough sleep. That was the number one thing when I first got the Oura ring, that it was telling me to sleep longer and spend time focusing on winding down at night so that you can actually get into that deep sleep. And when you get in that deep sleep, that's when your muscles are recovering. That's when you hit REM sleep and your body is recharging, and not only your body, but your mind. And that relates to so many other parts of your life when you wake up. So I feel like the Oura ring has really helped me. But on top of the Oura ring, just focusing on my sleep schedule. So doing the practices to wind down. 2 is having a routine, not only with wedding planning. So like, I'm not wedding planning every single second of the day, or like scrolling on Instagram to try to find things in between working. When I'm working, I'm working. When I'm wedding planning, I'm wedding planning. So maybe that means setting a day of the week to wedding plan. That might help some of you guys. Or just having like a situation where maybe it's like you guys sit at the kitchen table to wedding plan, or you go to a cafe to wedding plan. I think having structure with it is good. And then also just having structure with my routine. I feel like leading up to our wedding, I want to feel the most confident and best internally, and just honestly glow within. As someone who's struggled a lot with anxiety in my life, I feel like when I feel my best is when I have less anxiety, and that for me gets reduced by my routine. And you guys have been able to see a good look at my routine this past couple of videos, where I am prioritizing stretching, not going on my phone first thing in the morning, focusing on nutrition, fueling up on fruits and vegetables and high protein, eating enough, making sure that I'm having a balanced, colorful diet, and then also just consistently working out and going on walks, doing like wellness practices like meditations or yoga. Those things really help me. Do you have any wedding related anxiety or overwhelm? I would say the most overwhelming thing is not having a wedding planner. We've recently had to go a different direction, so now it's like trying to piece everything together. That's been very anxiety inducing and overwhelming, because I'm kind of a forgetful person, and I'm the type of person that has a million things going on. So it's pretty easy to overlook little things, and usually in life that's fine. I'm really okay with that. Like, I'm such a go with the flow type of person, and I just like move on from things. But when it's something like a wedding, you just can't move on from things. So I have a huge fear that it's going to get to the wedding day and someone's going to be like, oh, where's this? And I'm going to be like, I don't know where that is, because I don't have that. I didn't plan that. So that part really stresses me out. But I think that having a day of coordinator will definitely help that, because they're going to make sure everything's good before. But that has been very anxiety inducing. And even just walking down the aisle and saying my vows in front of everyone, I just don't have any experience doing anything like that. I have stage fright, as you guys know. So we'll see. But I've loved that part of all my friends' weddings, so I'm also excited for it. Have you taken any breaks from wedding planning? Yes, we got engaged in October. If you guys didn't know, we got engaged in October in Laguna last year, and now it's been over a year, obviously, since we got engaged. And I'd say the first like 6 to 8 months we didn't wedding plan at all. It's really just been these last like 4 to 5 months that we've really wedding planned. I did get my dress right away, which I do recommend, because once you get your dress, I feel like the rest of it is a lot less stressful. It's definitely still stressful, but the dress part is probably the most stressful thing because it takes 8 months. So you really have to plan everything around that. I would recommend getting a venue before you get your dress, because I didn't do that, and then I did regret that, because then when I was searching for a venue, there was a lot of venues I didn't feel like matched my dress. So that part was definitely really hard. Take breaks if you need them. You don't need to set anything in stone right away. I actually recommend a longer engagement because it's been really nice to really go through every single detail possible. But on the flip side, it's also nice to have a shorter engagement, because if you just have to make decisions quickly, it's almost easier, because then you don't have to weigh a million pros and cons and have 15 million options thrown in your face. And I did do that way with wedding dress shopping. I only wedding dress shopped for one day, and I picked my favorite dress from the first boutique I went to, and I've only gone to 2 boutiques. And I only really tried on a certain style of dresses. Like I didn't try on, I don't want to give anything away, but I didn't try on one certain type of dress that I wish I would have tried on, because I realized once I was looking at things that I never really got to see what that would look like. But at the same time, that's kind of nice because I don't have to worry about it. Like I don't have to go, and what if I fell in love with that, and then how would I choose between the two? So I'm still really happy with my dress. I just don't stare at it every single day, because I feel like if you stare at your dress, you could get sick of it. But I mean, I do look at it a lot, and I still love it so much, and I've loved it more than any other dress that I've seen for me. Well, I actually love this because when we have had to make decisions, I get very overwhelmed, and like that's my personality type, to be like, oh my gosh, like nothing's working out, I don't know how to make this decision, and I put a lot of pressure on one decision. And something that's always really, really helped me is a form of meditation where you just focus on yourself and you focus on how your body and your mind feel about that one decision in that moment. It's not like, well, how am I going to feel that day? How am I going to feel looking back at our wedding? Like, is it a timeless decision? If you're focused on the present moment, how do you feel about the decision right now? That to me is the way to make decisions, because it doesn't matter if it's trendy. It doesn't matter if you look back and you wish that you did something else, because your wedding is going to represent this time in your life. And I feel like meditating, or whatever you want to call it, bring yourself to the present moment, can really, really help with decision making. I also am going to be starting a meditation 21-day reset, which I'm super excited about. I'm going to start that next month, so I'll share that with you guys soon. But I love meditating. It's something that truly makes a difference in my life, even though it's hard for me to do, but it really, really helps. Did you focus on your physical health during wedding planning? This one is like hard to answer, because I'm always focused on my physical health in terms of making sure that my body is getting the proper movement that it needs. And even though I'm not focused on body image, I feel like sometimes body image and physical well-being can like get confused with each other. If you guys are new to my channel, there's no part of me that wants to change for my wedding, and also in life in general. Like I don't want to say even the words like, oh, I want to look a certain way on my wedding day, or want to look my best, because to me my best is about how I feel. And I already touched on that, like anxiety and everything. And yes, the practices that I do that help my mental well-being also relate to my physical well-being. So to me, that's all one whole thing. And I've even had people in my life be like, oh, like I need to look this certain way on your wedding day and stuff. And like my advice to tell them is like, don't focus on that as your motivator, because even if it does motivate some people, and I'm not trying to knock that, but I think even if that is your goal, to find one goal at least to put above that goal that you can focus on, to me is more positive. Because if you don't look a certain way, but you're trying to get to look a certain way, looking at yourself in the mirror every single day, you're going to feel like you're not getting there. And I feel like that can be a negative feeling because you're not at that goal yet. Whereas follow a guide or set a goal to make it to the gym a certain amount of times a week and have a structured workout plan and lift and build muscle and build strength, that is an amazing goal in my opinion. Did you follow any wellness trends? I would say that a trend that I follow, which the only reason why I'm calling it a trend, even though it's been around obviously forever, is Pilates. And something that I don't love online is when someone glorifies one certain type of workout and they're like, this workout is not gonna help you get to this goal, but this workout will. And I see a lot of that online about Pilates, and a lot of people like instilling fear about maybe like spin or like high intensity cardio or lifting heavy. But realistically for me, and not to say that some people don't feel negative effects by certain types of workouts and they feel better results from different types of workouts. That's everybody's personal wellness experience, and everybody has obviously a right to talk about that and share that. I think there's just a way to share it. Like for me, the best feeling that I get from my workouts is cross training. So I love incorporating lifting. I love incorporating high intensity cardio, low intensity cardio, and Pilates. Those are all parts of my workout routine, and I focus on flexibility. That just works best for me, and I'm not saying that that's like the magic cure for everyone and that every single person to feel good has to do that. So I think there's a way to share your fitness journey without knocking a different type of fitness and wellness, or like instilling fear that if this person does this type of wellness and not this one or fitness routine, that they won't be able to see the results or feel the results that they want. Because then that can get kind of confusing, because if someone's doing it and they're like, wait, I thought this was working for me, but this person's telling me it's not working for me, then it can make you change your routine when really you're listening to someone else's body, not your own. So that's my opinion on it, and I feel like I like to explain it because sometimes I feel like it can come off strong when I talk about like the way that I talk about wellness, and I'm not hating on anyone. I'm just honestly trying to help spread awareness on how to talk about fitness and wellness. From my perspective, at least, I can be wrong. I'm also pretty sensitive of a person, but if anybody aligns with the way that I think, then those are just tips of ways that I speak about my wellness journey online specifically, and to like people in my life. Anyway, I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna go take my makeup off, take a shower. I actually think I'm gonna wash my hair tonight because I don't want to spin for the rest of the week, and I usually would spin tomorrow, so there'd be no point to wash my hair. But like if I don't have to wear it greasy because I'm not gonna spin, I'm not gonna do that. I just don't feel cute with my hair looking like this. So I'm gonna go shower and I'll see you guys in a little. Okay, I just got out of the shower. Hunter just took Coco on a walk. He just got back home, and I didn't show you guys dinner tonight. It's pretty boring. I just had spaghetti squash with leftover marinara sauce, and then now I'm actually having some toast with butter. I wanted to show you guys because it's my favorite snack at night. It's either sourdough toast with butter or some ice cream. You guys know my favorite ice cream is the Strauss ice cream or the For the Bears. We're gonna watch a Christmas movie tonight. I'm excited about it. I love you guys. I hope you guys have the best night, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye.